Hello, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. Alright, Craddock, brother, I've got some bad
All
news
right.
for you. I found... Oh god, how do you say that? How does my old man brain not retain that? What is it again?
Jelly.
Gelée. I found Gelée. Is that right? Craddock glances around. Where is he then? Tell him the truth. He said to pike off, that you were a cur of the lowest sort, and that he wasn't going to work for you any longer.
Updated my journal.
Craddock's face turns a bright red, and his face cracks into a snarl. Damn be his name. May all the evils of the plains hound his footsteps. A blistering stream of insults, threats, and speculation of Gelée's family roots issues from Craddock's mouth.
New taunts, alright.
Oh, Mort clicks his teeth together as Craddock builds up steam. You can almost hear him taking notes inside of his skull. Craddock finishes his triada with a grunt. Damn that Gelée. You know, I could fill in for him if you need the help. Craddock studies you for a moment. Ye? Ha! Ye couldn't. He suddenly falls silent. Well, mayhap ye can. It's hard work. It's hard work. And there's no drinking on my watch. Alright, understood. Oh, okay. A little fast forward. The work is long, but at the end of the shift, you're not the least bit tired. Craddock grunts as you return. You did well enough. Here's your pay. He tosses you a handful of coins. Now get. We've no more use for you. Alright, well, I mean, only 10? Only 10 copper? What kind of work did we do, and how long did we do it for?
Eyeballs in aspic. Give it a try. It's delicious.
Okay, there's my pet Lim Lim. Let's go turn this into Nod. We should really look for some companions, man. I have no idea where to go.
I'm gone.
Who to talk to. But we need to give Nod his money. And I did want to go through and talk to everyone in here.
I'm gone.
Nod, there you are. And we're going to rest so I can get my spell slots back. Someone comes to speak to Nod. Speaks to Nod, aye? He suddenly breaks into a fit of coughing hacks and nods to himself. I spoke to your sister, Emerise. You did? Nod's so happy, he is. How's Nod's sister? Tell him of Erise. Tell Nod, please. His excitement sets off a long series of hacking coughs. When he finally speaks again, is Nod's sister still pretty? So pretty? Yes, she is. She's a prostitute now in the hive. She's doing well and is worried for you. Nod's so pleased to know his sister is all right. Yeah, forget the prostitute thing. He looks as if he's going to cry for a moment and swallows hard. Anything more? Anything more, she said for Nod to hears? She wanted you to have these copper commons. She will also visit you as soon as she can find the time.
Updated my journal.
Nod's head stops nodding abruptly as his jaw drops as you hand him 100 coins. Beneath his dirt brown hood, his eyes gleam with joy. Such wonderful news it is. Good wonderful news, aye? He nods, and thanks ye again, and thanks ye 1,000 times more. Glad I could help. Okay, so I want to check something. Where did I... Okay, here it is. Okay, we went from true neutral to good. We were true neutral a few episodes back, and our alignment has changed. That's great. I mean, I don't know if it's great. I mean, being good in Sigil doesn't seem like the greatest of ideas, but yeah. Alright, let's rest. Can I rest here? Thank you.
I'm gone. All right.
You know what? Let's not buy any more spells just yet. I was gonna go in there and buy a few
I'm gone.
spells, but if I could come across some armor or weapons or something. Ratbone whistles merrily. This man is whistling a cheerful tune and playing with a well-kept fighting knife. As you approach him, he stops whistling and gives you a curious look. What you want? I had some questions. Me name's Ratbone Cutter. I'm a thief for hire in the employ of Sharegraves, the boss of collectors you see around this square. He pays me mostly to learn his lads to be real quiet-like, and how to fight if they runs in a spot of trouble. It's likely only questions I'll answer for you, Cutter. He sniffs and shrugs. Oh, this guy could turn you into a thief. But I don't want to be a thief. I want to be a wizard. I kind of would like to be a thief. I really like thieves in games. I'm looking for a man named Pharaoh. Do you know where he is? Ratbone shakes his head. Nay, I don't. He's nearby, though. Some of his lads come running through at times, making for some hidey hole that who knows where. Sorry, check my phone. Somewhere up around those elevated platforms, I'll bet. But it's none of me business. He shrugs and spits on the ground. Live and let live, as Ratbone says. Where's your boss? Sharegrave. He nods towards the large, dilapidated house beside him. Suspicious of everyone. Oh, wait a minute. Careful, though, Cutter. He don't like visitors. He's right, suspicious of everyone. Sharegrave's not even his real name. Just me and some of the others calls him. Okay. Let's go in. Hello, Sharegrave. Tall and lanky, this pale, grim-looking man exudes authority despite his gangly and somewhat awkward frame. A good portion of his left ear is missing. What little that's left is a ragged mess of scar tissue, as if his ear was bitten off rather than cut. His narrow, shifting eyes, almost mere slits, looking clever and dangerous. Greetings. The man spits out a reply. I don't know you, Burke. He glares at you. What do you want? Answer quick before I call some men to make quick work of you. Who are you? He scoffs and looks at you incredulously. Burke, who I am is the second thing you should have known before you stomped your shriveled up corpse-looking self in here. Well, what's the first thing? That I hate visitors and I loathe strangers. You're both. He sneers and taps his finger on his temple. Figure out the rest on your own. Calm down, I don't mean any harm. Oh, you don't say? Well, that makes it all piking better then, don't it? Now I'm going to ask you one more time before your arse hits the street. Possibly in several pieces. What do you want? I had some questions. He's quiet for a moment and nods. That's so. Like what? I'm looking for a journal that I lost. I don't know anything about that. He frowns and then looks hard at you. Should I? No, I'm also looking for a man named Feyrod. The tension in the room suddenly rises. Now, what a funny thing to be asking about. What do you know about old blood Feyrod for? What do you want to know about old blood Feyrod for? He has some things of mine and I want them back. The man is silent for a moment then cracks a smile. He steals from us all, doesn't he? Whether we're living or dead. He chuckles. What do you mean? Our main source of living around here is the dead. You follow? Yeah, you're a collector. Aye, that's right. He looks at you as if he's considering something. Now there's only so many debtors at any one time. My bloods and I can only gather so many. If somebody else is gathering debtors, that's that much less jink that goes into our pockets. Fayrod is taking bodies too? Aye. So...
Updated my journal.
The rub is that he's found a motherload of them. Now, I haven't heard of any massacres in Sigil. He frowns, tapping his chin. So I'm quite interested in knowing where all the debtors are coming from. I could find out for you if you'd like. Oh, aye? And how would you do that? Well, all I need to do is find him. Let me worry about the rest.
Updated my journal.
Huh. You got it. I'll even give you 100 copper commons for your trouble. Now go up to the platforms and follow them north and west. You'll come to a gate that leads to Feyrod's bolt hole. Getting in and getting the information is your deal. If anyone asks, you don't know me, and we never had this talk here. Who are you? For a smart cutter, you don't listen too well. Oh, come on. That was part of the, playing into the whole we'd never spoke or talked to each other. Okay.
All right.
Come on. Yeah. He thinks I'm dumb.
I'm gone.
Alright, I'm not ready to go to Fayrod yet. I want to... But we did find out how to get to his place underneath Ragpicker Square. I need to follow the platforms over the square and west to a gate. Alright, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to go look for some companions. What is this? Marrow friend. You could smell the reek of dung and rotting meat on this man, even from afar. Though obviously weak and decrepit, his long, thin fingers and sunken eyes give him a sinister look as he scuttles through the garbage around him. The way he drools and rolls his eyes makes you wonder if he's mad. Greetings. He tries to focus on you, but his gaze wanders. His eyes are set deeply into hollow sockets, and his skin is terribly pale and diseased, covered with rashes and yellow patches that look ready to peel off from his body at any moment. The stench emanating from him is terrible. As you open your mouth to speak, he licks his lips and swallows. You deader? What did you say? Yo! He licks his lips again, and his long, spindly finger picks at his skin as he stares at you. Yo, deader. He glances to your left, and then darts back to you. Dead. Hungry. He reaches out to touch you, licking his scabbardous lips. Let him touch you. His fingers scrabble spider-like on your arm, as if looking for a piece to tear off. He licks his split lips again, and you watch his yellowish drool drip from them. Gross. With a raspy moan, his fingers suddenly dig into your skin on your arm and pull off a bit. Step back. You watch and feel your stomach churn as he takes a bit of flesh and shoves it into his mouth. He chews it slowly and swallows. You dead? No, I'm not dead. You taste dead. He scratches himself beneath his robe and suddenly notices he has a finger hanging from his neck on a cord. It looks like there's a ring on it. What is that finger bone? He looks down, his plague-ridden features twisting into a ghastly snaggletooth parody of grin. Snack. He looks ready to chew on it. Let's stop him. You grab his hand and he starts flailing against you. As he does, he bites a large chunk of your arm, and you are forced to let him go. Not because of pain, but because you might snap him in two if you continue to wrestle. He chews the chunk of flesh for a moment and then looks back at the finger bone. Stop him from eating the finger bone. You grab his hand and he starts... Okay. Here. I have more... Oh, God. Don't eat that. Have a bite off me instead. I'm more fresh. Give me the finger bone first, Marrow friend. He nods greedy and lets you take the finger bone. Let him bite you. Gross. His teeth sink into your meat of your forearm and pull off a chunk away with a single wrench of his neck. The pain is excruciating, but Marrow friend sits in his haunches as if nothing happened, chewing noisily at the mouthful of meat he pulled away. Thanks. Goodbye. That was gross. This is a decayed, nearly meatless finger bone from a humanoid roughly your size. There is still some sort of odd ring on the finger. It is an intricate thing, sculpted with dozens of tiny ornate phalanges and decorative protrusions. Oddly enough, it seems firmly rooted to the finger, and no amount of pulling can prying will budge the thing, almost as if the ring's jagged edges have dug into the lifeless finger itself and refused to release it. Let's use it. This is a well-decayed and nearly meatless finger bone from a humanoid of roughly your size. There is still some sort of odd ring on the finger. It is an intricate thing, sculpted with dozens of tiny ornate Okay, we already read all that. Pull the ring from the finger. Try as you might, you cannot remove the ring. It's almost as if the ring's sharp edges have dug into the lifeless blah blah blah. We already read that. You have an odd feeling about it, however. Remove your own finger and replace it with the finger bone. You place the ring finger on your left hand. You place the ring finger of your left hand into your mouth and close your eyes. Take a deep breath and bite down as hard as you can. There's a sickening crunch and you are overcome with the taste of and smell of blood. You spit the bloody finger out and place the rotted, ring-laden finger bone against the gushing stump. Gross. At first, nothing happens, and you are horrified at the thought of what you've done. Suddenly, though, you feel a strange tingling sensation as your bones fuse and tendons reknit. In moments, the rotting finger bone has become a living part of your body, and though it still throbs painfully, the jagged ring suddenly loosens the slips off the palm of your hand. Done. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and end it here. I've got someone at the door. I need to go get that, and we're close enough to time, so we'll just go ahead and pick it up in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.